But no matter what we do, when all hell breaks loose, you've said that we're on a train, which I agree with. It's not going to happen. Like I walk with, every Sunday, we walk with some really smart people who are like rational, smart people. Like they were saying, listen, I was arguing that we should go renewables and this and that. He said, what are you talking about? He says, why would Australia, that's like not even 1% of the overall thing, worry about renewables when we're not competing and whatever? We've got the resources that we have. Use the resources because it's not really affecting the planet. Truth of it is, we will still use coal because that's where we are going. I think where Brendan's coming from, and maybe that's a thought that we need to look at, is yes, the likes of barley might sink. It will. It's on the path to sinking, or the path to California will. California is going to sink. Maybe it's human maybe it's because of human things. Maybe it's because of a volcano. Maybe it's because of that's the way Earth was meant to evolve, and the human will find solutions. Well, because we are survivors. Humans will find solutions that will enable us to adapt and move and go to other places to survive.
So what if one way to look at it is so a Silicon Valley perspective, to try to get young people and the older people and the really old people like us to all feel that they're important in finding that solution and in getting it implemented and getting it visible and known. And so as solutions come about, like as humans get desperate, new things are going to start. So feeling some responsibility for how do you get that to spread, because really maybe every month makes a difference at some point. Maybe because the more things melt, the warmer, the more of the methane that's still underground comes up, right? The more permafrost melts, the more methane comes out from the pockets underground. And then the hotter it gets, then the more it melts. So there are things outside of human control, but to the extent that we cool things more and it melts more slowly, it buys us more time. So in fact, all of these actions do make a difference. Our atmosphere keeps circling, our planet turns in this atmosphere. So it does affect all of us, those CO2 percentages.
I've got it. Lisa, I'm going to share something with you.
Yeah.
Wellington, that is in the heart of volcano land. And that we know, or earthquake land. And every few years, there's a massive earthquake that destroys Wellington. It's not a viable place to live. It's going to happen within the next 30 years. There's going to be another earthquake, no question. But yet they rebuild it the whole time. Knowing
Auckland
it's going to be destroyed. Why don't the people just leave, treat that as like a no-go area, or you can go there to actually see the remnants and actually live in a place that's not going to have an earthquake?
My brother lives in Phoenix, and he moved up to the mountains because it's cooler, but just bought a new house in Phoenix because he could travel and see his kids and grandkids, and it's closer. And then he can rent it out if he's not in it. But Phoenix, you can't build new houses because there's not enough water anymore.
Yeah.
And people are still buying the other houses that are there while everything gets hotter.
Yeah.
So it's 150,
51 degrees there the other day, centigrade.
Yeah. So I think there is, like, in terms of some people are going to be working on what are the adaptation solutions? How do you get people to move? How do you enable that to happen? How many people are in that city? How many people would move?
Wellington?
Yeah.
How big a city is Wellington?
I don't know. But all I know is that whenever there's like another example, Lismore is going to flood again.
Yeah.
It's flooded.
You get insurance there. That's one of the ways it's controlling who lives where now. is you can't insure houses in certain places. Just the insurance
Yeah.
companies, and we can't afford it. So our biggest insurance companies in the US are Allstate and State Farm, and they will not write any new policies in California. And the ones that are really close to the waterfront, they're also just stopping. You can't get the earthquake.
So what you're saying is you're telling people, listen, so what you're saying is you need to leave. You just need to leave. You're going to be destroyed if you don't leave. That's it.
Right.
Well,
So this way, the insurance companies are just saying, well, if you want to stay, it's your own risk. Financially, they take the risk or not. And so a lot more people are leaving.